Hi everyone, I'm sitting on the stairs. Basically the lighting here is better than anywhere else in this house. So I'm just sitting on the stairs to my room. Oh, and there's the charging cable for this camera because this is nothing if not a professional setup. I wanted to document the experience of getting adult braces, and I'm soon going to have them fitted, and I wanted to vlog the whole experience, and I was thinking of doing one long video, but actually I'm a bit worried I might lose or corrupt the footage. So I thought if I do an introduction today and, you know, take you with me when I get them put on, and then update you in the middle, and then do a final video in 2 years' time, which is just wild to think it will take that long. Earlier this year, actually, I don't know when this video will go up. So in March 2022, I had my lower wisdom teeth removed. You might be able to hear my dog moving around. I had my wisdom teeth removed, which my dentist had been trying to get me to do for years. And I'd been really resistant because I was fearful of the dentist. And I actually vlogged not having them removed, but the experience, because I was hoping it would be positive, and it was. And I hoped that by sharing that experience, it would be helpful for other people as well. And as a result of that surgery, I'm no longer scared of the dentist. I felt really looked after. I realised that it wasn't something that I needed to have been scared of. And when I was psyching myself up for it, I decided I would reward myself by getting my teeth straightened, which is something I have wanted to do since I was a teenager. So when I was a teenager, I asked my dentist for braces, and they said I didn't need them, which was probably right. But as you get older, and it's certainly been the case for me, your teeth well, mine have sort of crowded more, and I think that's common, and sort of pushed forward. And so the issues I had before have got worse. And so I've come to a point where the things that bother me about my teeth and the financial implications balance better than they ever did before. And I feel that I want to do it now because I'm approaching 40. In fact, I will have braces on my 40th birthday. It feels like I don't want to wait any longer because my teeth at 28 weren't as bad as this. And at 48, you know, they're going to be worse. And as I age, my emotions, I guess, around the way that I look change. The best way to explain it is I made the decision to stop dyeing my hair, and I know that that's aging, and I accept that it's aging, and I accept that as a 38-year-old woman, I feel privileged to have grey hair. But there are times when I think, oh gosh, I wish I dyed my hair. I wish I didn't have all this grey. And I feel like, as someone who has chosen to go grey, as someone who doesn't wear masses of makeup and doesn't pay enormous amounts of attention to their appearance, there's something about having bad teeth that bothers me with aging, and that I feel like it's more aging. Does that make sense? But that's not the main reason. My appearance isn't the main thing. So if I show you my teeth, I will explain why I want to have it done. So my top teeth aren't that bad, I think. Excuse the spots. And so this tooth overlaps this one, and that bothers me. And in some photos, if you can see that and it looks like a snaggletooth, I won't use the photo. And so you will rarely see, like if I know someone is taking a photograph of me, I won't show my teeth. So a lot of thumbnails, you'll see this kind of like pursed smile, because I don't, if you can see that tooth, I won't want to use it. I don't think about it on a daily basis. Like I'm not thinking with my friends, oh, I won't smile because of my teeth. It's really only if I have a photo taken or something like that. So it doesn't bother me enormously. But in contrast, this one overlaps this one, which I feel is more normal. I don't think they're awful. I certainly wouldn't pay the amount of money that braces cost just to straighten those. What does bother me is my bottom teeth, which I know you can't see that often. So again, until now, I haven't felt not the urge, I haven't felt it weighs up to have them done, but now I do. So here, can you see that my teeth, the dog moving around, can you see how those sort of step forward? And then this tooth is really far back. Now this is the one that's really, well, the appearance stuff and the photos, it bothers me, but not enough. But this tooth now is getting really crowded out. I actually feel pressure here quite often, where I guess that tooth is being pushed back and like out of the way all the time. So this and the discomfort from that is actually the main reason. But also these, they always overlapped a little bit, but they've got so much worse. And I figure if I leave it longer, they're going to get even worse. And that at 38, getting it sorted so I feel in my 40s, I feel confident about having straight teeth and feeling like I look sort of healthy and, well put together, like I don't know, like I care about my appearance. Do you know what I mean? Rather than leaving it till it gets to a point where it upsets me. Does that make sense? But also because I'm now getting this problem where I can feel the amount of crowding and pressure here. So the situation right now is I went to the orthodontist and he gave me a quote, and it surprised me actually, because when you look online and look at how much it costs to get Invisalign or braces, you're quoted for one set of teeth. So if you want both lots, it's double, which shocked me. So I kind of walked away and went, oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. My husband and I had conversations about how important it was to me, and we discussed the financial implications for our family and whether it would in any way be detrimental. So we had those conversations and agreed between us that it was okay, we could afford it, that yes, I was surprised it was more, but it would still be doable. So just to forewarn you, 2 sets of teeth. So I decided, because it was a lot of money, in the same way as if you bought a car, you would look at more than one car, right? When you're looking at lots of money, I got more than one quote. So I went to in fact, 2 other orthodontists. One I just got a price from, and another one I went in and had a consultation. And I decided to go with my original orthodontist, who are part of the surgery that my dentist is part of. And because he has built that trust with the wisdom teeth thing, I trust my dentist, I trust his referral. Also, they didn't try and hard sell me. They told me how much straightening my teeth would cost. I said maybe I was interested in whitening, and they said I don't think you need it. See, once they're straight, you might be happy, but if you're not, we can look at that then. The other places I went were like, and you can have this, and you can have this, and for just a lump sum, it was much more selly, and it's health, it's not, I don't, and the one I went to, that the other one actually physically went to, were basically like, we will give you a perfect smile. And I was like, I don't want a perfect smile. I don't want to walk out with like Hollywood teeth. I want just straight, these teeth, but straight. And they were insisting I needed composite bonding, which I established with them is something that would need to be replaced every maybe 5 years. And that at the end of that time, they would start to not look so great. I would be left with something that would have to be replaced, that would look worse every few years, and that's not what I want. I want low maintenance, and I just want straight teeth. I don't want anything else. And they were very much like, no, you'll want to have perfect teeth when you walk out. It's like, but I don't. So for me, the fact that the original orthodontist was, actively saying, no, you don't need that, I appreciated that, and I don't want any more work done than I want. Does that make sense? So I felt that I trusted them. I felt like they were the ones to go with. So it made me feel more confident having got more than one quote, spoken to more than one person, that I was going to the right place. So I would recommend doing that. So once I'd made the decision, which took me months, I then booked to go and have scans. So that was when I had to make the first payment, and not like non-refundable, right, you're in it now, and pay for those scans. So I had an X-ray. I wanted to vlog this, but it's all like all of each place I've been to in each discussion, but it's just been manic. So anyway, I went last week and had an X-ray and I had a digital scan, which is kind of uncomfortable, but fine. They just like stick a thing and take photos of your teeth. So they're like sticking a thing in here, and it's a bit like, you know, a bit uncomfortable, but it's fine. X-ray and photographs of me, like with my teeth, with the thing, you know, the thing that holds your teeth that you see in photos, and like front and side. So I had all of that done, and then my orthodontist emailed me. He tried to phone me, but I didn't answer. So he emailed me with the proposed plan and all the details, and I booked my appointment, which is in just over a week, to have them fitted. So what he's proposed was, so Invisalign is quite a lot more money. So I've decided to go with ceramic braces, which you can't really see. I looked at lots of photographs and feel comfortable about looking like that for 2 years, that it won't make me feel like, I don't want to not feel confident. And stupidly, because I'm in a band and I'm the front woman, that's actually the thing that bothers me the most. Day to day, don't really massively care about my appearance. I'm not bothered about teaching with braces. Like, none of that bothers me, but being on stage does. So I did look at lots of photographs to kind of decide, yeah, you know, that you won't be able to see that on stage. I feel confident about that. However, the small spanner in the works is that he said I have to have metal braces on the bottom, because, do you see how much my top teeth cover my bottom teeth? And he said that ceramic braces damage the back of your top teeth. So either that has to be like cushioned, or you have metal on the bottom, which means, I mean, you don't see my teeth. You do see my teeth when I talk, but it's going to be metal on the bottom. I kind of just went, oh, well, because it is a lot more for Invisalign. And it is what it is. So I've looked up, and I can hopefully make some colour choices that are less obvious. I'll just have to, you know, wear clothes that distract from my face. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. But that's the only thing in terms of having braces and being on stage. That is the only time when it bothers me that I would have braces. Because obviously, just having them in general, I know that in the long run, it will make my teeth look nicer. So that's where we're at. I am, I'm having them put on in, about 2 weeks, thereabouts. And yeah, so I'm going to bring you along with me. I know that was really rambly, but it was like we needed to set the scenes. So the next time you see me will be, because I'm having them done. I'm actually really excited now. I'm really looking forward to not having this like pressure here. I'm looking forward to seeing the results. I hadn't even thought about the fact that these teeth cover these, and that's kind of not, my bite hadn't occurred to me. It's just the wonkiness. So that's really interesting. I'm so excited to see how they end up looking. This is the before, I guess. Yeah, and I'm going to bring you along for the journey. Like I said, this is like video 1 of probably 3. And yeah, see you soon for the fitting. Well, today is the day. I'm really excited. I've had no sleep. It's really weird that yesterday we had our dental checkups at our regular dentist. It's just weird timing, and I did ring them and say, I am literally going to the orthodontist the next day, so do you still want to see me? And they were like, yeah, it's obviously a different thing. It's a sort of health of your teeth checkup rather than orthodontics is different. So yeah, I still have to have my 6 monthly dental checkups, but yeah, the timing was weird, it being the day before. So yeah, that's all done, and I'll be heading off shortly. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready. So I guess a little bit apprehensive about maybe it being sore and about getting used to how it looks, but otherwise I'm just keen to get on with it. It's been a long decision-making process, a long information gathering process. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm here, like 2 minutes to go. So here we go. So it's all done. I'm talking really weirdly. I'll show you. So clear on the top, metal on the bottom. They feel really big right now. So what she did, sorry, I'm talking really weirdly. She glued them all on, glued the brackets on, and then attached the wires. It was fine. It was, yeah, no problem. It took 45 minutes maybe, and then explained what I can eat and all the stuff. It's comfortable right now, other than feeling absolutely huge. But she said that later will be when it's uncomfortable, so something to look forward to. Yeah, it was fine, absolutely fine. But yeah, they feel really big. And those bottom ones, I'm gonna have to like talk like that. That's me now for the next however long. Oh my word. Well, better be worth it. I'm home, I'm just about to do some work. I'm really conscious of the way that I'm speaking, and I feel like I can't move my lips. I'm really glad that I'm not going anywhere for a few days. Yeah, it's odd. I just had lunch and eating is really hard. So one of the things, I can't remember what I've already said, but one of the things that they're treating is that I have a really deep bite, so my front teeth cover my bottom teeth. And so they've had to put bite blocks in to stop my top teeth from knocking the bottom braces off. So they put like, I think it's like a composite material, like a mound of it on my molars. And that means that I can't bite. I literally can't put my teeth together. So I don't know how to eat. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. So I'm going for soft foods, and it all feels weird anyway. I just, yeah, don't feel like I mechanically can eat very well. So, but it's fine. It's comfortable. It's just weird. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep checking in with you for the next few days and let you know kind of how it settles. I should say they gave me a whole load of instructions about caring for the braces and what to eat and not to eat. So I have to be really thorough about cleaning them. So 4 minutes of brushing instead of 2, and using interdental brushes to get in the wires. And what else did they say? So food-wise, nothing like super crunchy, so no baguettes, no hula hoops was a weird, a weird specific thing. So yeah, nothing that could like push the braces off or like damage them. Nothing sticky or like anything that could get stuck in them. I can't bite into a food, so I can't bite into like an apple because it will just take the braces off because they're glued on. So things like that. I can eat things like apples, but they have to be cut up. I can't think of much else. So no fizzy drinks or anything sugary. No fruit juice. I have fruit juice every day, and you know how some people have like tea every morning. They have to have their tea. I have to have my fruit juice. So that will be weird. I think it's going to really change the way that I eat, which is probably not a bad thing. So yeah, bit of getting used to it. So I will check in with you and let you know how everything's going just for a few days, and then I'll make future vlogs. I'll do like a mid braces vlog and an end of braces vlog in 2 years. 2 years is a really, really long time. What have I done? No, it's fine. Right, I need to get on with some work. It's the evening now. I've had like a massive headache. I don't know if it's the pressure of this or if it's because I didn't sleep very well. I'm kind of, yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. And my teeth feel like uncomfortable. Not sore. I have headache soreness, not teeth soreness, but the bite blocks are really annoying. I think a good night's sleep and then reassess. It's the next morning. I slept all right. I've woken up with a bit of a headache, so I've taken some ibuprofen, but I actually think I'm a bit more used to it. I do, however, have a sore patch from one of the wires at the end digging in here, so I'm going to put some wax on that the orthodontist gave me in here, so just like a little ball of wax just to protect that, because that could start to get really sore. Otherwise I'm alright. I think it's just a case of getting used to it, getting used to the diet and sort of mainly the feel really of them there, but they definitely feel better today. Today is Tuesday, so it's now been a couple of days since the braces went on. It's been alright. I can't remember when I last updated you, but basically Friday and Saturday I was really headachy. I felt a lot of tension and pressure. It felt really kind of migraine-y. Saturday night I went to a quiz and I really struggled. The rest of my team were like, why? Like, I'm just like here holding my face. So yeah, they were sympathetic, which was nice. And you know, we came 5th out of 18, so that was great. Sunday I had an author event. I don't think I came on here to talk about it, but I was worried. I actually didn't need to take any painkillers on Sunday, so that was great. And I had reservations about how I would feel. It was the first thing I had to do where I had to do a lot of speaking and smiling, which is a challenge. I feel like I don't know how to move my lips yet, because there's like the wire. I have to like curl my lip over the wire. I don't know. I find it quite hard. Also, I've got an issue that the bottom brace, the wire is poking out the sides and like hooking into my cheeks, which obviously is unpleasant. Sunday was probably the worst of that. And then since then I've figured out how to get the orthodontic wax that they've given me to kind of cover that up as best as possible so it's smooth. So you can put it on like the actual brackets if it's rubbing, but I've managed to get it so it's keeping those wires from catching me, and I made an appointment today for them to sort that out later in the week, so I just need to bide my time till then, which will be fine. So yeah, the author event I was feeling a bit because it was like getting me when I was smiling or talking, but it was okay. Today was my first day in the classroom, and again I was apprehensive, a lot of talking and just self-conscious about people noticing. No one's really said anything other than people I know and know that I've had it done, so whether that's people being polite or I can't imagine they can't tell because it's pretty obvious because I'm not moving my top lip. Anyway, yeah, it was okay. I did get tired from talking because my mouth isn't working properly, but so far it's okay. As I say, the wire thing is annoying. The bite blocks, have I talked about that on here? I've got bite blocks because otherwise, because of the overbite that I have, my top teeth would knock the brackets off my bottom teeth. So I have like these like bits where they're built up on my molars, so I can't close my mouth, so eating is really hard, and actually that was one of the things causing me the most discomfort in the first couple of days. Eating is difficult. I can only eat soft foods because I just can't chew. I just can't. Like, it's just not possible. But I'm getting used to the feel of the braces in my mouth. I definitely need to work on remembering to move my lips because I'm not, so that I can talk a bit more naturally and smile more naturally. I think it's coming. I definitely think, I mean, hopefully you guys can tell. I think I'm getting more used to it. But yeah, I've joined a Facebook group for adult braces. So if I've got any questions, I feel like I like to have kind of social media. Oh, it's gone out of focus. Where have I gone? Hello. I like to have social media support groups. I think they're really helpful. But yeah, it's all right. I think I'll probably check in with you one more time and then I might upload this because I feel like this is a nice little introduction, because I feel I've got to the point where it's kind of settled after having them put on. And I think I might make a few more little vlogs updating you, I guess. But yeah, obviously this is too early for anything to have happened, but it will be exciting to see what does occur. So yeah, it's good. I always say, so yeah, I should edit out all of the times I say that. I'm feeling all right, definitely getting used to it, getting used to the new diet, nothing crunchy, nothing chewy, no coffee, that's quite hard, no Coke, no, lots of things that I can't have, but it's probably best. So I'm looking forward to the benefits on my health. I feel like I've said that a few times. I just wanted to check in to kind of go, I've had my sort of first interactions and they've been okay. Yeah, that's how it's going so far. So I thought I would finish this vlog where I started it, sitting on the stairs. Last night I had band, and for me that was like the last hurdle really of doing things with braces, if that makes sense. We've got a gig this weekend, so I was worried about, I mean, that would be 1 week from when I had the braces put on. And I had reservations, I'm sure they did too, about singing and playing the sax, but actually it was fine. That was my biggest objective last night, was how does this feel? Are there going to be any songs that I can't handle? But actually it was fine, and I think because when you're singing, the words come a bit slower depending on the song, but because each word is kind of drawn out because you're singing it rather than speaking it, it was easier. I had more time to move my lips, and that felt like I was moving my face more naturally, and I actually felt that it helped me. I mean, you might be able to tell, maybe, am I speaking more naturally? I feel like I am. I feel like it was helpful. So that reassured me. Also, I realised that when I have the microphone in front of my face, you can't see my mouth. And so that made me feel more confident about being in front of people and not, you know, if they notice that it's not a big deal. It made me less self-conscious about being in front of people in that context, and that, you know, even if they can tell that I'm wearing braces, that it's not affecting my performance, and more to the point, that I can forget that I'm wearing braces and just enjoy performing, enjoy singing, enjoy being with my friends, and not feel self-conscious and not be in my head, if that makes sense. Just, you know, enjoy it, that's the point. So I did feel that actually it felt really normal, and I felt kind of protected by the mic in front of my face. I'm not bothered about people noticing. I think it's them noticing in a negative way and going, oh dear, her braces are affecting her singing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was fine. Playing the sax, I was the one going, no, it'll be fine, and everyone else going, are you sure? Actually, it hurt. I hadn't really realised how much you use your teeth, because you don't bite on the mouthpiece. I hadn't realised kind of the force exerted by your teeth, because your lips rolled over, so your teeth are resting on your lip, and I didn't realise there was much force. I thought you were just holding it, but actually there is. And from what I understand, when you get braces, the initial movement of your teeth makes them not loose, but I guess that there's a little bit of movement there, and also it starts like an inflammation process response. So it's like my teeth feel a little bit kind of unstable and tender, if that makes sense. So I wasn't expecting that, but it was fine. I don't actually play very much sax, and so it was totally doable for the little bit I play. If I was the saxophonist for the band and playing on every single song, I don't think I could do it. Just hit my head. But for the couple of songs, absolutely no problem. So that was interesting. But yeah, I felt fine about it. So I now feel confident about the gig at the weekend. It will be fine. I feel like I am speaking a little bit better, a little bit more naturally. I think it's sort of coming, that went well, it's coming along. I'm going tomorrow to have those long wires cut off. They're not so bad now, and I think it's because they're getting longer. But yeah, I'm getting those removed, so that will be better. it's relatively comfortable and I'm used to it. It does affect how I eat. It does affect how I talk. I do think about it when I'm speaking to someone, or if I'm smiling or laughing, I do think about it, but I'm starting to forget about it. So hopefully as time goes on, it becomes really normal. I talk normally. I don't really think about it. That would be great. I definitely feel loads better than I did at the weekend when it was still quite sore. So yeah, all good. I think what I'll do is I'll do another vlog maybe in about 6 months of how it's going. I think I'll make it a bit of a series because I sort of want to check in on progress and have a whole story that if you guys are interested in getting braces, you can see the whole thing. Right now, on reflection, I think if I had have got Invisalign, although I am aware that it may not have corrected my teeth as well because my bottom teeth are particularly an issue, and I don't know that Invisalign has the is up to it basically, it would have had a lot less of an effect on the way that I speak and the way that I eat. I think in that respect, and it is much more expensive, but if you're weighing up the pros and cons, just as sort of information for you, that I don't think that Invisalign would have had that much of an impact, but on the other hand, I do think these braces will, for me, with my particular issues, will get a final better result for me. But yeah, if you're weighing up your options, just as a thing, it has been difficult, and I am aware that I have like wires and metal in my mouth. I can feel it. It is fine, and I am getting used to it, but just for the sake of if you're weighing things up, that does have an implication. When I check in with you in a little while, then I can tell you how much that kind of how much I forget that, and how, having them tightened and things like that has an impact, and give you the pros and cons of that part of the experience. So hopefully that's all helpful. But in terms of the first week and how that's gone, it's all right. It's been okay. And I, so far, I don't regret it. I'm glad I'm doing it. It does feel like a long time ahead of me right now. But I think as I get more into the groove of it, that will lessen a little bit. I should say, I've also joined a Facebook support group for people with adult braces, and that's been helpful for asking questions, reading other people's experiences. So I would recommend have a look online, just so you've got that information around you and people you can ask. You might not know anyone who's going through the same experience as you. They might have different issues if you do know someone who's getting braces or had braces. So having a whole group of people where there's bound to be someone having the same kind of treatment, and people who are at the same stage as you, I just think that kind of help is that kind of support is really useful. I found it useful. So a little tip for you of something that helped me. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope that's been helpful. I will check in throughout the process. It's 2 years apparently of treatment. So yeah, maybe I'll check in about 6 months and do sort of 6 monthly updates, and I'll put them together in a playlist or something. Anyway, for this first instalment, I'm all done. I feel like when I get to the end, I'm like, I don't know how to wrap this up. So I'm wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Do hit like if you found this useful, and subscribe. I normally talk about bookish things, but I do also talk about life stuff, and share experiences. So yeah, subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you again for my next instalment, if not for more bookish writerly things in between. Take care.